All right, everybody. So I know that I had mentioned to y'all that we are done with Google Sheets, but we have one more thing to do that I do every year with my students, and I forgot about it, but there was some big news yesterday that made me remember. And that is every year we have a little stock market um, project where you guys will choose. I usually do three, but this year I'm going to do five stocks and we're going to monitor them in Google Sheets. And then we are going to, maybe in spring break or in April, close to the end of the year, we're going to calculate who made the most money in each class. And the students that made the most money in each class will be getting a $10 gift card. I believe last year I did it for Whataburger, but we can change it by popular demand. Maybe I'll get the gift cards from Starbucks or Cane's. I don't know, whatever it is. But so whoever in each class has the highest, makes the most pretend money in the stock market will receive a $10 gift certificate. And because we are, um, what do you call it? In a pandemic, I guess I can drop them off at the school and you guys can go pick them up. So this, you're going to open up a blank Google Sheets and you're going to title it.
Sorry,
Let's.
you making a video?
Yes, I am. We're going to title this My Stocks. Okay, and then anywhere, it doesn't have to be like right here, it could be anywhere. You're going to choose five stocks. And doesn't have to be all professional or anything. It's just um, so that way I know. Okay, so sir, what are stocks? What do you mean? How are we gonna do this? Okay, so what you're gonna do is go to Google and let me switch my tab over here. Hopefully that works. All right, can you guys see my Google?
No.
Oh, yeah. This what do you call it? Has really been messing up. It doesn't allow you to switch tabs anymore. Maybe I need to update my browser. Okay, now can you see my Google?
Yes.
Thank you, Marco. All right. So, if you've been in the news lately, you may have heard that GameStop, this is how you can search GameStop stock. Okay, so if you've heard the news lately, and I'm not going to get too much into this, you guys can do your own research, but GameStop over the last month has completely soared up ridiculously. Okay, so on January 12th, the stock was priced, you can see here at 19.95, so just we'll round off at 20. So on January 12th, which is just 15 days ago, if you would have bought one share of GameStop stock for $20 15 days ago, today you would have $277. So again, if you would have invested $20 in GameStop 15 days ago, you would now have $280. Okay, seems too easy to be true, right? Well, it kind of is because what happened is GameStop actually, this is a new trend that we're seeing now in the stock market where uh, a group on Reddit, I think it's called, I forgot the name of the group, but there's a group on Reddit who has targeted GameStop. And I guess that group, there may be, hundreds of thousands of people on there. So they all said, we're all going to buy GameStop and make this stock go up. And they've successfully done that, which is kind of the first time that this happening. So this is may become, they're saying this may become a trend. And so we're going to watch out for that. But that made me remember about this project that I would do every year with my students. So GameStop, it's kind of an anomaly here. This doesn't normally happen where you can make that much money in that short period of time. So I have a friend who made $100 on GameStop yesterday, and I told them, no, you got to pull out. But look, it's actually still going up. So that's crazy. Let's look at another more reasonable stock. Let's look up Tesla stock. Now, for one share in Tesla is $878. Now, you guys have an unlimited budget, but you're just going to buy 5 stocks. So you can go to Google and just type in Tesla stock, and you'll get this nice chart, and you can look up how it's done over the last 5 days, the last month, the last 6 months, year to date, the last year, the last 5 years, and the entirety of its life. Now, let's go ahead and go 5 years ago. Okay, so if you would have bought one share, just one, of course, people buy millions of these, and people with a lot of money. If you would have bought one share of Tesla stock last year in March, right when the pandemic started, for $85, when the pandemic started, if you would have just bought one, you would now have $877. You would have made roughly $800 in the pandemic just with one share. Now, if you would have bought, let's say in June, let me find the date here, March, let's go to where it was about $85 on March 20th. If you would have bought 2 of these for $85, well, you would have 870 times 2. Okay, so does that kind of give you a little idea of how the stock market works? You can buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. That's the name of the game. Now, this stock soared so high that it ended up making the owner, Elon Musk, the richest person in the world. Let's look up one other story here, famous story. Microsoft, okay? Why is this so popular? Well, let's go to the Macs. Microsoft started back in 1986, okay? And it became pretty evident around the, I'm going to go back to 1995. Okay, I was alive. And then it became evident that, when I was little, they would take us to the computer lab, and the computers were literally a black screen with green letters. You know what I mean? And then, like, you would have to type something in, and you could play a little game on, I think we had like multiplication games or addition games. And it was fun because we got to go out of the classroom and go play with the computers. And that's how computers were. It was just like a black screen with a green letters. So let me see how we're doing on time. Oh yeah, we got plenty. Okay. Well, then all of a sudden this thing called Windows 95 came out. And it had Windows with a mouse. And you can, move the mouse. And that was a revolutionary thing. And then everybody wanted it. And so people bought computers and they all had Windows. And as a result, in 1995, you could see that the stock was at $5. And then it soared up in 1999 to 50 something dollars, which is a huge percentage. You might be saying, well, that's not a lot. Yeah, but look at the percentage. If you would have put $1,000 and then it went up that percentage, you would have made that much money. And then it just kept going up with Microsoft, with Xbox and all the things they're doing. And then now, they're at 200 and something dollars. So there's stories that around this time in the early 90s that there was and some of these stories are true. There was some custodians that worked in Microsoft, and they gave them some shares of the stock. And then those custodians, after working there for a couple years, they ended up becoming millionaires. So those are some stories of the stock market, but you have to think when choosing these stocks, what's going to be hot? Okay, so one thing that I saw the other day was, what was it? You have to think about what everybody's doing. Okay, everybody's buying electric cars, right? So who's making the batteries? Or are we going to have those charging stations? And who makes those charging stations? So you got to get ahead of the curve. One other thing, like when the pandemic hit and everybody was at home, one of the stores that was open because it was considered necessary was Home Depot. And we can check that one out real quick. This will be the last one we check out. And you'll see here, you should, oh, oops, Home Depot stock. You'll see here that over the last year, it should have risen up. Yeah, see here in March, when everybody pretty much got sent home, the stock market, the price went from 161 and it still went all the way up until August, you know, because people were at home and everybody said, well, I'm going to do stuff around the house. So they went and bought stuff. And so Home Depot was a really good stock. Also Walmart, Amazon. I think one of our journals was what tech stocks have risen during the pandemic. And there was another little thing I was going to tell you about a stock. What was it? I'll remember and tell you during class. But so you guys are going to choose 5. They don't have to be the 5 I told you. Those are just stories. You guys are going to choose 5. Now let me switch my screen here to Excel. I'm sorry, Google Sheets. Okay, so all you're going to do is, let's say you want to choose the Tesla stock. Okay, you're going to write in here Tesla, and we're going to write today's date, which is 1/27/21. And I'm going to go ahead and see what the Tesla stock is at here on my other tab. I forgot already. It's at $882. So we're going to go here, 882. Now, I need you all to do this too. Click on the cell, and if you just click on this currency tab, this currency little thing here, it'll give you in dollars, okay? And you know what? I'm also going to require you to write the symbol. Okay, Tesla symbol is TSLA. All right, every stock has a symbol. So I'm going to have you write the name, the symbol, the price on that date. Okay, now let's say I want to choose Apple. Okay, let me go here to my Google, Apple stock. All right, Apple's at 143. And their symbol is AAPL. And their stock is at $143. Let's make it currency. Now it's 143 and change, but I'm just putting you guys can put the you know, the cents, but I'm not putting the cents right now because I'm just doing an example. Okay, so you're gonna come up with 5, and then after you come up with your 5, every Monday. Okay, so Monday is gonna be the 1st, February 1st. So on Monday, we're going to update these. So on Monday when we come to class, I'm going to say, okay guys, update your stocks. And you're going to come and now put in the new total. So let's say on Monday, Tesla is at 890. Okay. And then you're going to put that total. And we're going to do this every week that we're in school. Like, of course, I'm not going to have you do this in spring break or anything, but every week that we're at school, we're going to just keep adding and adding and adding and adding. And if it gets too long, you can always make your columns a little smaller. I would suggest doing that. And then at the end of sometime in April, I'm going to have you add up. Here, you're going to add up your total when you started. And to do that, you can just highlight and click on this sum function. And it'll give you the total. So, okay. And then we're going to also get the total in April or May, whenever we close this out. And then we're going to see who in each class, whose stocks went up the highest. And whoever's stock goes up the highest will get the $10 gift certificate. But I do this too. Whichever student has the highest out of everybody in all my classes, whoever made the most money, I'll go ahead and give that student a $15 gift certificate from whatever we choose. We'll talk about it in class, whether you guys think it should be Cane's or Barnes and Noble or I don't know, Walmart or just a blank Visa card. We'll see. Okay, so is there any questions on that? Does everybody understand that pretty well? What you guys are going to do, you're going to choose 5 stocks. Tell me what they're at today. Give me the total. And then every week we're going to update them. Whoever makes the most money wins. Now, sir, what if that day we just go and change it? Well, that's going to be, that's why today when you're done, I'm going to have you guys, we'll figure out a way where you guys can prove that you chose those stocks on that day. But, you know, we'll all be honest. We're going to be honest. We're going to be honest. It's just a $10 gift certificate. Nobody wants to cheat. And, you know, it's just $10. Get over it. It's not that serious. Okay. All right. Any questions? No? All right. Go ahead and get started.